So Gas Network presents sports for the culture.
I'm here with the family.
Price, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion,
T-Boogie, man.
to the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. We are ready for a ride.
can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
Hey man, you know what time it is, man. It's time for your favorite sports show. Gas presents sports for the culture. Running late as always, but the loyal listeners out there are used to that. If you're catching us live, if you're catching us in the morning on your car ride, man, thanks for supporting as always. My name is Young Rome 22 across all socials. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, that follow button if you're new. And I'm gonna let the fellas introduce themselves. We got some dope topics to get into and a new segment to introduce. So it's gonna be a good night. I'm gonna start with the bottom right.
Hola, señores. Vamos para Miami mañana. Y no estamos hablando en dos, estamos hablando en siete. I'm going to keep this Spanish shit until this NBA finals is over. Man. We're about to get real bilingual here. But it's your boy D-Melo.
Hey man, my man G ready to step in at a moment's notice. Came in the clutch tonight. I couldn't make it last week, and so I gotta give G a shout out for being able to step up when we needed a extra man tonight. So I'm gonna keep it pushing and go to the bottom left.
T-Boogie, man. I know what this is. Wash your ass, wash your ass. Hey, man, I'm ready. I'm glad G's here for that good Miami talk. So, I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah, yeah. I bet G got a lot to say about the Heat, man. We definitely gonna get into it. But last but never least, man, top left.
Word. What up, man? Scruff Line, good ass sports. You know what I'm saying? La Familia, we in the building. Shout out to G, man, reporting live from the utility closet.
Hey, man. Tenemos que trabajar cuando trabaja, señor.
And shout out to the Heat, man. Shout out to the role players, man. And I think that's why G love the Heat, because G is the ultimate role player. Let's get it.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's jump into it, man.
I'm flattered.
We got the Heat Nuggets NBA Finals. We got Game 3 tomorrow night. Series is tied. Give me your thoughts and reactions to what we've seen so far, and then we'll get into what we expect for tomorrow night. Coach Boogie, I'm gonna start with you.
This series has actually gone about as I expected. I still say Nuggets in 5. I figured Nuggets would come out. They're a better team and come out, put up a lot of points, blow them out. And game 2 would be about the adjustments and how would they defend Joker. So, and I thought they did a good job of that. But game 3 is going to be about the adjustments to the adjustments. And I think when that happens, man, when it all shakes free, usually the cream rises to the top. So it's been a lot of good basketball so far, more entertaining finals than most people thought. But I think the Nuggets are still in the driver's seat here.
Okay, so you don't think the Heat are gonna get another game? You got the Nuggets in 5, so that's all they winning. G man, what you think about that? A little disrespectful towards your Heat, or how you feeling?
Super. I mean, I get why T feels the way he feels. This is the same team that sat his boys down, put them away, put them in the shelf, put them in the back of my utility closets, and we ain't gonna see these boys again until October, baby. It's okay. It's okay, Papi. Mira. You already got the pink on. You already looking real Miami style. Let's look at you, my boy. You just he had away, my boy, from joining us. It's okay. It's okay, Chulo. It's okay. Look, take it easy, man. Take it real easy. But no, I mean, I was surprised with Game 2 performance. I thought Miami almost gave up the mercy, man, in the last final 2 minutes. Because then you had Murray going off out of nowhere. He was at the fourth quarter, he only had like 10 points. Out of nowhere, he scores his last 9 points with the threes. He just got high out of nowhere. I'm happy that Jimmy started playing on top of Murray, started locking him down. And then now let's see if Tyler Hero comes in Game 3. Either he's going to come in Game 3. I think he's still a game-time decision. And then if he doesn't come, and literally, pause, you need Miami to keep on shooting the way they've been shooting from the three-point line. They get cold like they were in Game 1. Game 2 is where, like, all right, these guys got out underneath under the nerves and started going crazy. So I am excited about Miami. I love the fact that they came up there and stole Game 1. Now let's see if they could at least take Game 2 and 3. I see that these teams are going to steal one from each home court. I still see this going to Game 7.
Yeah, Game 7 does feel kind of likely. I mean, you can't really. It's hard to say, man, because you can never count out Jimmy buckets. But Scruff, go ahead and jump in here, man. What you think about the series so far?
I mean, I'll say the series is competitive as I expected it to be. I'm not sure what T was talking about when he was talking about some people. He must have been talking about himself, because not I. You feel me? I knew that this was going to be a competitive series, and Game 2 was about the adjustments. I agree with that. And T, man, as somebody that as a coach, I thought you have a little bit more respect for Eric Spoelstra as a tactician. What he did was he went in his bag and he found a way to neutralize the Nuggets' biggest asset. Now, Jokic had to lean on his scoring, which is not typically Jokic's game. He came out with 41 points, and I guess they figured, hey, look, if we want Jokic to beat us that way, we're good with that. But what they did, which was impressive, and I've never seen it done, is they only limited to 4 assists, which basically shut down, neutralized the Nuggets offense to some degree, enough to make it competitive. And the Heat shooting well is probably the other biggest X factor, which is if the Heat going to shoot well, they could be pretty much anybody, and we've seen that already throughout the playoffs. And Game 2 was one of those shooting performances. So I mean, I think the Heat are right there in the series. I don't know about Nuggets being in the driver's seat. Right now, Game 3 is going to be a pivotal game, because if the Nuggets steal that, then I could say hypothetically maybe they'd be back in the driver's seat. But until next team that wins will be in the driver's seat, I'll say that much.
T, before you jump back in, let me ask you a question. Do you think that what the Heat did with Joker in Game 2 is something they could sustain throughout the rest of the series?
That's a good question. It worked, right? They're gonna have to try to do it again. Can it sustain? That's a tough one. I mean, because Joker was a 2-time MVP, almost got a 3-time MVP, staring a Finals MVP in the face. If he's the basketball genius that they've claimed him to be the last 3-4 years, I think he'll adjust. Some players need a coach to put them in position to win, but they've lauded this guy's basketball IQ, threw him up there with Bron, and as far as just basketball smart. So I think he'll adjust. I think that's not the first time he's been defended that way in his career. And it's not the first time we've seen a superstar defended that way. We've seen LeBron defended that way. Let this guy eat and let the other guys fend for themselves. I don't think it's sustainable. I said this in the group chat. I would look out, if you're a betting man, I would bet for Jamal Murray to have a very good game. I think 30 points, but I guarantee he's going for at least 25. Because if you're going, he's too talented of a player to not feel disrespected by that tactic. So I think there's a couple things working in the Nuggets' favor. And I don't think it's sustainable. I think they'll end up losing Game 3 and trying to figure it out again in Game 4.
All right. Anybody else got any predictions on Game 3? T got the Nuggets.
I got Miami, and I got Bam having a better game than what he did last time. I think Bam this time comes out with 6 blocks and has at least 10 rebounds. I think Bam right now so far is my MVP right now when it comes to Miami.
I think Bam's been playing well. I don't know what there's been a lot of fraud propaganda against my boy Bam Adebayo in the group chat, and I don't understand it, bro. He was never going to stop Jokic. But actually, Bryce had made a good point in the chat, and he talked about the switching that Miami has done, and that's, I think, one of the reasons that Miami was able to defend well. They defended the switch well, and that was, we seen that actually in the last play. The last play with Jimmy Butler, he got switched on the Murray, and it was almost like they knew the switch was coming, so they had to put the guy they really wanted one, right there on the on deck circle. As soon as that switch came, they Jimmy on him, and Jimmy said, what time it is, bro. But that shot almost did go in, though. So if that shot goes in, we're talking about a totally different series right now. But we're not. And Miami, they win those type of games. So I like Miami. I don't know if I think they'll win Game 3, but I think they end up splitting the games in Miami. I think Joker's going to end up getting one back. I don't know if it's going to be 3 or 4, but I see this one going 7, and I do see the Nuggets winning one in Miami. I don't see Miami winning 2 straight in Miami or 3 straight. Period. I don't see that happen.
Yeah, that's a stretch, but so so everybody but T has the Heat tomorrow night.
Do you have the Heats?
I have the Heat getting game 3 at home. Yeah, I don't think they'll get game 4 at home. I mean, I think they'll get at least one. If they don't get game 3, though, I think that makes game 4 a little bit harder. And then I would be leaning a little bit toward T's prediction. But I just feel like you can't count Jimmy Butler out, man. I feel like the Heat in general have kind of been one of those teams where it's like nobody's really been picking them, and yet here they are in the finals. So I mean, it's a great story. I think it's a great look for the NBA. I think it also it just signifies team basketball is really the way to go now. There's no more super teams carrying it no more. So I'm happy to see it, man. I like to see a team like the Heat. And I know a lot of Heat fans, so I know a lot of y'all are happy. G included in that.
Do we feel like that was the Heat's best performance? Like can the Heat play better than what they did in Game 2?
I don't know if they can play better than what they did in game 2, but that's why I asked the question about Joker, because I don't know if they need to. Like, if that's sustainable, then like I think Scruff said it. If they shoot the way they shoot, they've proven that they can hang with pretty much anybody. So if they can, contain Joker, then they definitely got a shot.
I mean,
That wasn't Miami's best game. If you thought that, you're mistaken. You haven't been watching Miami this season or this playoffs. I think they've had better games against Boston. They actually annihilated Boston.
no. I just mean, is that the best game they could play against the Nuggets? Because I thought they played well. As a coach, it always worries me a little bit when I feel like the team, you might not be playing great, but you're not playing bad. But you still find yourself in a dogfight. Because that game could have went either way with with the Heat shooting over 50% from 3. Well, maybe they were about 49, 50%, but they're shooting 50% from 3. Half your threes are falling, and you're still in a dogfight. That's a cause for concern for me. I could just be leaning Nuggets in general because I do want to see the Nuggets win, but just as a coach, it bothers me if we're at halftime and the score is tied and my team's been playing pretty good. Like, that means
I hear you. But it's the NBA. It is the NBA Finals.
Wait, but how about shouldn't it bother you more when your team is up 15 and then loses in the fourth quarter? You get outscored. What, Miami scored over 32 points in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, that's definitely a letdown. Definitely.
So who are you more worried about then, if that's the case? You just talked about how Miami was the one you're worried about, and that's the kind of game they played.
I'm gonna tell you why. Like, typically my team is undersized, undermatched. Kind of like the Heat when we were playing AAU games. And there's only so much a coach can do, and this is not to shed accountability or blame, but when you don't have the same level of talent, it's very hard. You can't coach talent. It's the reason why draft picks are so vital. It's the reason why we could fire a coach and go get another coach to coach this superstar before we're going to let the superstar walk. Because at the end of the day, talent is going to win. Now, when talent meets talent, then we get to see who can really coach. But I truly believe the Nuggets are the more talented team. And when you're a less talented team, you can't afford to just be good. You gotta play great to overcome that talent gap.
See, I don't think that the Nuggets are a more talented team, though. That's my opinion. I think the top 2 players for the Nuggets are bigger, more talented than Jimmy and his second best player, whoever that is, Bam, I guess. But
I think if you put that Heat team in the West, they don't even make the playoffs.
maybe so, but I think those top.
I think if you run some of the games back, the Heat aren't where we are right now.
I take the top 8. I take the top 8 for the Heat over the top 8 for the Nuggets as far as depth.
Not me. And I mean, the Heat are playing with a bunch of undrafted guys, and they're undrafted for a reason. That's not a knock on them, but they're undrafted for a reason. On top of that, the Heat were a play-in team. On top of that, the Heat dropped 3 in a row, 3 closeout games straight. So, pardon me if I'm not sold all the way. Getting to the finals was definitely a feat, but
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, you're
I
still
mean,
hung
come
up
on
on
now.
the
You
regular
can't even
Nah,
say
season.
that.
I
You
hear
hung
what
up
she's
Like,
on the
coming
regular
from.
season. The fact that they
I don't
are the
like it.
eighth
It's not a
seed,
good excuse.
the
Because that's
fact
the
that they
same they
are the
said
eighth
about
seed,
Boston and the Bucks. Those teams are way better than Miami. What happened?
but
All those teams were like literally loaded way better than Miami. What happened?
the
Giannis
eighth
got
seed
hurt.
doesn't even matter anymore because they already beat the Bucks, who were the top seed, and they beat the Celtics, who were perennially the best team in the field. So it's like you can't discount them and say that they don't have it. They do. The regular season is one thing. What happened during the regular season, we don't know, but we do know that playoffs is about getting hot at the right time,
Right.
and we've actually seen the Heat do that. So I'm not going to discount their regular season. Maybe they're underachieving. Maybe
This
they got feel. Maybe no pun intended. Maybe they got to feel the heat to play well.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what this series is in my mind. It's King Leonidas versus Xerxes. All right, Joker. All right, admirable. Jimmy Butler is admirable, right? He's going out there. He's taking those undrafted guys, those 300 men, and he's going to fight 10,000. What were they? Persians? I don't know what they were. He's going to fight, and he's outnumbered, right? And he's made it through. He's made it through, and he's made it through. And now you get to the final boss, and I think they hit King Leonidas with about 300 arrows. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
tell you what, though. I'll tell you what, T. I mean, I don't like your metaphor though, but I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll take 8 snipers over 50 foot soldiers. You feel me? And he got snipers.
That's
Feel me?
That's true.
They're gonna hold their breath and you're gonna be out.
They got a lot of guys that can hit open shots and even contested jumpers. So, it's a matchup of styles, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know.
I think the game tomorrow is going to be very important because, like I said, if the Heat do drop Game 3, I think that makes Game 4 even tougher because then the Nuggets will be playing with some confidence, knowing that either way they can get them back at home. But
I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat lost though, because that would be in character for them. Then they can have their back against the wall and they can win.
I'll say this: either way it goes, if a team gets blown out, the team that gets blown out is in trouble.
Yeah, but that's kind of obvious
think it's a blowout.
at the same time.
Theoretically,
if it's close, but with one of those
All
teams,
right, we've talked a lot about Joker in this series, and rightfully so, right? Because he's been going crazy really all playoffs. So the next topic I want to talk about is how do you go about stopping him? We touched on it a little bit in this first topic, and it sounds like the best way is to not let him facilitate. Let him be the guy. Say, hey, you're gonna have to drop 50, 60 to beat us, and see if he can actually do that, as opposed to letting the offense actually just run through him. So what are y'all's thoughts on that? And like I asked T earlier, I want to hear from Scruff and G on this too. Is what the Heat did in Game 2 something you think that they could actually sustain through the whole series, or does Joker find a way to break through that?
Not only do I think they could continue it, I don't think they're going to continue it to that degree, but they're going to continue to make adjustments. And that's one thing I know that Eric Spoelstra will do. I think what we've seen was a tactician thing. The only way you stop Jokic is a team effort. You can't stop Jokic with one person because Jokic is like a tree, and he has like all these branches that he's like branching out to. You know what I mean? And all these roots that he's tied into, and it's just like you can't even knock the tree over because he's too deep into the roots, and you can't deal with the passes because it's just going to go wherever it needs to.
So you're saying you got to basically pick which route you're gonna render useless and go from there.
Now you got to hold down the branches. You got to hold down the branches. Then all you got is the tree stub.
All right, G. How do your Heat go about stopping Joker, man? Can it really be done?
Well, you just got to take his scoring is one ability you don't want to take from him. You got to let him score. Clearly, if he doesn't get the rest of the offense going, then look how Michael Porter Jr. looked. He don't look like he wanted to be a part of the game no more.
Yo, I don't want to talk about Michael Porter Jr., bro. I was 1 3-pointer away from hitting fucking big. Yo, I don't even want to get into Michael Porter Jr. right now, bro.
But you see what I'm saying? You take away Michael Porter Jr., you take Aaron Gordon away a little bit. So we're like, these guys, once they start having the ball, these guys ain't trying to pass it no more. These guys, you just take away them from getting any kind of assist to give up to Jokic, and then you stop Murray. You just try to slow down Murray as much as possible from here on out. But you just take away the one strength that makes Jokic such a unicorn is him facilitating. Like you take that away from him as much as possible, you let him score. It's gonna be kind of hard trying to take him away from being a rebounder. That's the one thing that's gonna be pretty hard for Bam to do. But then look from there on, and then Bam just has to play Bam. Look at that late block that he did against Aaron Gordon. Like this is how Miami competes in these playoffs. These finals, where it's just like, all right, man, you got to play hard defense and just keep the scoring into the middle and make Murray be the assist. Let Murray play more of a point guard. Take that from Denver. Let Murray be their guy. See how much is he willing to be.
They're not built like that, G.
But that's what I'm saying. Let Murray be the facilitator. And if you let Murray be the facilitator, then it's going to be kind of hard to get the rest of the offense going. Then it's going to go to two guys only. It's going to be between Jokic and Murray. And then everybody else is going to be stagnant. And then that's what made Miami such a good team.
I got the perfect metaphor to describe the Denver offense, right? So basically, bro, Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr., they're like turkey breasts from Thanksgiving. You feel me? The joint's not good without no gravy, bro. Take the gravy away. Take the gravy away from Denver, which is Jokic, and you got a dry ass plate.
Facts. Facts of life.
All right, Coach Boogie, man, put yourself in Eric Spoelstra's shoes right now, man. Y'all are going into Game 3. What are you telling the team? What are you telling the boys? They just had a great performance against Joker. How are you getting them hyped and prepared for Game 3?
I'm telling them just stay focused. And on offense, we got to get Bam going. I think that's the key. That's one of my favorite ways to attack a scorer or just a star player. Make them work on defense. Right? When you have to defend, you have to expend so much more energy. It's the reason we see Pippen playing with Scotty. It's the reason we've seen what Jeff Green played with KD at one point. Like they'll bring in a defender just to conserve your energy if you can put the ball in the hoop. So I think Bam is the key. You know what I'm saying? If Bam can stay active offensively, move around, take shots, make Joker defend, that's one thing. Two is just keep being aggressive and physical with him and throwing a bunch of different looks at him, man. At one point in that game, they were playing 1-3-1 zone. And I personally know that 1-3-1 zone, man, is so crazy it's crazy hard to stop if you haven't prepared for it, because most of the action, most of the scoring has to take place in the corner. It was like one possession. They went 1-3-1. Michael Porter Jr. just like jacks a three in the corner. A guy's open on the block. They can't find him. They're just NBA players are now used to seeing zone. We saw Boston struggle with the zone too, right? They figured it out to a certain extent, but just keep mixing it up, man. Keep mixing it up and fight. That's look. It's the finals. It's the finals. At some point, right? The scheme's gonna go out the window, and the ball has got a ball. So Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, all those guys. You guys got to keep hooping, man. And Jimmy's gonna be Jimmy. So stay focused and be ready when your number's called.
Yeah, that's some solid advice, man. So that's some good info on the NBA Finals. Anybody else got anything they want to put out there? Any hot takes you want to throw out there? Any predictions? Maybe some bets somebody might want to put down real quick before we move on?
I don't have any bets or anything, but like I said, I truly believe this is going to be a good game for Jamal Murray. I think Michael Porter Jr. hits 2 threes this game.
Yo. Oh, my God. Bruh, I don't even want to talk about it. That was the only thing I needed to hit. This man going to hit one.
I think Joker, I don't know, he flirts with a triple-double. I don't know if he gets it because it seems like they're trying to hold down those assists, but he's going to flirt with it.
Yeah, I think if he gets the triple-double, Nuggets will probably win pretty big. But yeah, everybody else good on the NBA?
Yeah.
All right, man, bet. Let's get into this new segment, man. New segment alert here. It's going to be called Gas or Pass. It's pretty simple. It's a little fast-paced segment, some hot takes. We're going to throw out some topics. I'm going to throw it to each panelist, and they're either going to tell us if it's gas, meaning they like it, or they're going to pass, meaning, basically it's trash. We got some interesting topics here, so I'm interested to see everybody's takes on this. Let's start with this first one. I like this one. I don't know if everybody has seen it, and I don't know if we have a picture of it, but Kim K trolls her sisters with a T-shirt of the 5 NBA players that she's been with as a starting 5. So what do y'all fellas thinking about that, man? Me personally, I think it's hilarious. Yeah, there it is for the live viewers right there. So Scruff, I'm gonna start with you, man. Is that gas or pass, man?
I'm gonna guess the Kardashians, man. They know what they're doing when it comes to the publicity. And was the one great person, I think might have been Barnum Bailey, who said, "No bad publicity is good publicity. All publicity is good publicity." So you might as well lean into the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So you got a good starting 5 there, actually. If I recall. That's actually a pretty good starting 5. You got Ben Simmons, you got Devin Booker, you got Jordan Clarkson, you got Kuzma, and you got Blake Griffin. That's a good starting 5, man. That's almost a playoff team. I mean, not really, but it's not bad. It would have been a playoff team a couple years ago.
I mean, it's a legitimate starting 5. Like you can roll that out there. But yeah, G, what are your thoughts on that one, man? Gas or pass?
I'm gonna say, guys, what's the best way to make her sister feel uncomfortable? We're talking about talking shit to your siblings. We're like, yo, here you go, bitch. Look at these assholes. Like, especially if you put it in front of her next to her man's. Oh my god, that's just hilarious. Talk about talking shit.
Hey man, one thing about the Kardashians, they know how to make a bag. I don't know if those shirts are on sale, but if they ever put them on sale, they will fly off the shelves. I guarantee that. So T, man, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm gonna pass it, man. I'm gonna pass it, and those shirts would sell like crazy if they market. But I'm passing it.
They sell them on Etsy.
Okay, so
$14.99.
That's even a good price.
I might cop one.
I'm passing the Kardashians. I'm passing. Which one was this? Kendall?
Kendall, yeah.
Kendall and her team of super light-skinned brothers. Like, I'm honestly tired of seeing them make a bag off of black men and black culture. So I'm a pass. Great idea, but it's a pass for me.
No, I can respect that, man. I can respect that. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. I don't know if you guys saw this one either, but Zion, since we were just talking about the NBA, had a big gender reveal. So what I didn't get a chance to see it. It looked kind of long. It looked very elaborate from what I did hear about it. But what did you guys think about Zion?
Super pause. Super pause.
Oh, bro. All right, gas or pass on Zion's gender reveal? We got a clip?
I'm gonna say gas, man. Congratulations on your newborn baby, man. And I hope it's a blessed, healthy baby. But I want to say half of it pass, because when the fuck are you gonna start eating food, my man? Get healthy, stay on the fucking court. Fuck. Damn, man. Now you're making your first round pick. Now you're making the Knicks having that third pick overall being the greatest pick of all time right now from that draft class. Because everybody else can't, either about to get a 30-game suspension or doesn't even play because he's just too fat to get on the field, to get on the court.
Damn, man. Tell us how you really feel, G. T, hop in here, man.
If you know, he got RJ Barrett looking like the best pick in that draft. What the fuck?
I'm a gas this one, man. Like, I like him. He's with a little bit of chocolate. I'm used to seeing him with the vanilla. So, he's been obviously listening to Dr. Umar. So I'm gassing him for that reason. I'm gassing him for the reason that, because also I think this will turn his career around. All right, as a parent, you know what I'm saying, got 2 kids. If there's something that's gonna make you regain your passion, regain your drive, regain your focus, it's a new mouth to feed. And also on the flip side, changing them diapers, the baby keeping you up, waking up at 5, the diaper. Honey, I got to go to the gym and get a workout.
Yeah, he's going to miss basketball. He's going to miss basketball real bad. He can believe that. That baby waking you up, you're like, yo, I got to be at the gym. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. G on Sports for the Culture calling me fat. I can't have it.
Bro,
Bold prediction, man. Zion is a all-star next year.
Oh wow, because the fans.
And, I was not a big fan of Zion, but I think this one might flip the switch a little bit.
Yeah, I can feel that too, man. Scruff, what you think? Gas or pass on this one?
I'm gonna pass it, man, because ain't nothing to see here, bro. You know what I'm saying? What we got here? We got good looking lady, you know what I'm saying? But you know what she look like, all these joints that these athletes are, getting pregnant. So if it wasn't her, it would have been another one. And if it wasn't him, it would have been another one to him. So I don't got time for this. This is not entertaining to me. And all I see is he ain't been working out. He been busy. He been out here, thrusting in the bedroom. That don't really burn no calories, bro. So I'm passing on this. That baby weight coming in, and I think this is all bad news. And you know what I'm saying? This is just bad news. It's bad news all across the board. I hope he's careful. That's all I'll say.
I thought G was coming with the fire take, man. Scruff really had the fire with that one. All right, let's keep it moving to another gas or pass, man. Still another NBA jump. Apparently Taylor Swift has been spotted with NBA player Austin Reeves, man. What are you guys thinking about this one, man? Taylor Swift, I heard she was with one dude, then they broke up. She was rumored to be with another dude. Now she's with a basketball player. Gas or pass on this one, man. Scruff, you got some more fire?
Wait, the kid from Rutgers?
Austin Reeves.
Oh, I'm about to say Austin Reeves. Oh, the Lakers. Oh, the white boy.
Yeah.
The white chocolate, the new white chocolate.
Yeah, big country. Nah, I'm gassing it all the way. I fucks with Austin Reeves, man. I fuck with Austin Reeves. He was really the best player on the Lakers down the stretch for them this year, if I'm being honest. And he's about to get that big contract. You feel me? And Taylor Swift, you know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. You feel me? I know grown men that scream at the Taylor Swift concert. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Austin Reeves is the man, bro. As far as like white athlete supremacy goes, this guy's on his way.
Yeah.
Wait,
what? Oh man, those two words.
Hey,
son.
Let me explain. You know how it is. Like when there's like the hyping of a certain athlete because he's white. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of the last person that they used to do that to. The Sixers fans just do it all the time with Kyle Korver. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's a whole bunch. I can't think of nobody off the top of my head right now though. But I'll think of somebody. Come back to me.
You talking about my guy that was in Cleveland, Dellavedova?
Yeah, but there's other ones too. You know what I'm saying? Austin Reeves jersey about to go Hall of Fame status in the white boy frat houses.
You're not wrong about that one. Hey, G, gas or pass on this one, man. I also see a little interesting nugget. Apparently, he's 8 years younger than Taylor Swift, man. So, yeah, that's interesting to me.
I'm going to pass, man. She gonna do what the Kardashians do, I guess. Chew him up, spit him right back out. Once he don't play for the Lakers no more, bye, Playboy.
Hey, she'll probably make a fire diss song about him. She's known for her breakup songs. T, what you got for this one, man? Gas or pass?
I'm a gas it, man. And I mean, I don't like them trying to create a Super Saiyan baby with NBA athlete mixed with a pop star. Like they're trying to take over the world with that one. But I do like the idea that a guy can turn his basketball life into the woman of his dreams, and hopefully it works out for them too, man. I don't got nothing against Taylor. I don't got nothing against Austin, so I'm gonna go ahead and gas this one.
Another undrafted superstar, by the way, not superstar, but another undrafted star.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good point, man. Like, I mean, it just shows you though that it's so many, it's so few. I mean, it's so few talented white ball players that you can literally be just slightly above average and get the baddest chick in white culture. Like We watched Chris Humphries get Kim K, and now Austin Reeves is getting a cultural icon. Like, it's crazy. The bar's super low in basketball, man. Like,
I don't know.
Brady.
Is she the baddest chick in white culture though?
I mean, she's the most popular. You know,
She's in the convo, I guess. I don't know if she's the baddest.
I don't know about the baddest, but she's definitely of a Beyonce tax bracket.
Yeah,
Tax bracket.
Once you get
and that makes her pretty bad. So
yeah, who's next? Like, she's above the rest. So
like she could burn him pretty quickly. He's like pretty much throwaway.
Nah, yeah.
As long as she's
now he's punching up right now. He's definitely punching up. But yeah, man. Anybody else got anything for gas or pass? You want to throw in there real quick? Me personally, I would have passed on this Taylor Swift thing. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan in any sense. Yeah, this was non-news to me, but good for Austin. Like Scruff said, you know, he'll be famous amongst the white fraternity brothers.
I mean, he's already famous though for that. You know, he's like I said. You know, I'm still blanking on somebody that fits that profile. You know, Julian Edelman, does that count?
Probably. He's definitely overrated.
Wally Zerbiak.
He's like Jeremy Lin for white boys.
Jeremy Lin's a good one. Mike. What was it? What was my guy that was it? Mike Miller, was that his name? In Orlando? Dwight Howard.
Even Tyler Hero is like kind of falls in that category. Like they be talking him up like he Kobe or something.
I mean, I would say most of the white dudes in the NBA fall in that category. Probably all of them, if we're being honest.
I got a question. How y'all feel about Tank going back now, serving his what was his 9 months home vacation of insulation to now he has to do 9 months in prison for violation of his parole?
Is that what he got to go to prison?
Yeah, now he has to serve the rest of his time in prison.
Well, that's a shame, and you know, some real dumb shit. So, you know, I hate to see that.
So he violated probation by going to a penthouse that wasn't where the judge allowed him to stay for his 9 months, house arrest.
And what actually in trouble for in the first place?
For a hit and run.
Hit and run.
Yeah, hit and run. I think they called him drunk or maybe something. He did hit somebody and skedaddled.
So I think he only got 90 days. I don't think it's 9 months. I think he got like 3 months.
Let me see.
I mean, still, that's a hell of a lot of time. I mean, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta listen to the judge, man. Like it or not, fair or unfair, if you commit a crime.
Oh yeah, 90 days. Yeah, 90 days in jail. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's tough, man. Because jail is no place for no person. So, especially to be on top, you're on top of your game, and now you're in jail.
It sucks overall. The good thing is he won't get beat up in jail.
Nah, but
I don't know about that, man.
He could get jumped.
Nah, I think
they ain't about to fuck with him out there.
I was gonna say
they probably won't, but
too much money, too much pull. No one will mess with him, but you know your mind might mess with you. It's 90 days. Most of that's he'll probably do by himself. They'll keep him away from
general population. Yeah, they probably keep him in protected custody. Yeah.
That's rough though, man. But listen to the judge. I don't know what to tell you. You went to a penthouse instead of a one. I think what he said, he had to be in a 1-bedroom.
He just had to be in his house. Like he just had to stay home where he lives. And my man said, "Nah, I'm just gonna go to the penthouse. Fuck it."
Yeah, that's a bad call, man. It's a bad call.
It made no sense.
Hey, so anybody got any summer topics you want to get in real quick? Since summer just kicked off. I know I wasn't on last week after Memorial Day weekend, and I wanted to ask, and I know y'all are gonna get on here a lot, and I'm glad Scruff's on here too. But yo, my question to the homies right now is over Memorial Day weekend, and you got to answer this truthfully. how many glizzies did you consume? And don't lie.
Hey, yo,
Don't lie. You know
pause.
you went to the cookout. You know you went to the cookout and had some hot dogs. You know you did. That's why T's smiling right now.
I had
No,
zero.
Don't lie.
I had crabs, but
Oh, the justice for glizzies over here talking about I had zero.
I had zero. I was in the city. I wasn't even home this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The backtracking right now. I wasn't even at the cookout.
I wasn't. Literally, I had stories that you liked that I was in New York City eating a steak. I was not in no cookout.
Yeah, these
That
niggas.
is wow. That is wild. My man, you smiling like
No
how many
lies.
did you have? How many did you have, August?
I thought it was justice for glizzies out here. What happened,
For
Scrub?
who?
What happened to the hashtag?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was Nick. Oh shit, that is wild.
What you doing right now is actually the total opposite of that. Just so you know, you blowing up the spot. Secondly, you feel me? Just because I'm trying to throw some justice out there, don't mean that they gotta be eating every day. I ain't the one feeding them to my kids 3 times a week.
Memorial Day weekend is a prime time to to contract some glizzy.
it's probably a top.
You double fist them, or do you just do the long one? Pause.
Hey, look, I cooked some. I ain't gonna hold you. I cooked 4 turkey and about I cooked 4 turkey, 4 beef. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a hamburger guy. Always been a hamburger guy since a kid, man. So not to say I never ate a hot dog, but I didn't eat one this Memorial weekend.
Mm-hmm.
No,
We gonna see about this. We'll have a guys cookout, man, and see who's lying.
I was excited to eat a hamburger, right? Because we have this I don't even know what they call it. It's like the mustard mixed with the mayo. You know how they got all the combinations now.
Yeah.
But what else can I put mustard and mayo on together other than tuna fish and
a burger?
And a burger, right? So I was excited.
Yeah.
Use that.
That's actually good as hell on the burger, bro.
Look, it was better than I thought, man.
It was a mustard mayonnaise mix.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't like that ketchup mayonnaise mix though. That ketchup and mayo mix ain't for me.
Hey, watch your mouth, man. Don't disrespect the chimney sauce. Crazy.
Hey, that actually got me thinking, man. I saw this on Twitter. It was like the best sports duos. I should have sent that in the chat. Like Kobe, Shaq. Like who's the best combo? That little who is the ketchup and mustard of the NBA
of all time?
Yeah, just throw it out there. Whoever comes to mind. It don't even got to be. You know what I'm saying? Just think of a dope duo. I think the one that I saw on Twitter was a random one. It was when AI and Melo were on the Nuggets.
Oh, you mean just cool that they played together?
Just anything.
Oh, I don't know. Always fond of Gilbert and Larry Hughes. I didn't like the Wizards, but I thought that was a cool pairing. Jordan and Pippen, of course. Trying to think of who maybe switch some teams because AI and Melo is a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a.
How about David West and Chris Paul when they played for the Hornets?
What kind of whack ass combination is that?
It's decent. I mean,
it's not
say Jordan and Pippen. I could say Tony Parker and Duncan.
I mean, White Chocolate and C Webb was a good one. Trying to think, like along the lines of like actually T-Mac and Vince. That was that
was
T-Mac and Vince went crazy.
Yao and Francis.
Yao and Francis went crazy. Wow.
It's been some good duos. That in fact the duo was the basis of NBA Jam. You know what I'm saying? That's my childhood. That's why I know a lot of the 90s guys, man.
How about the one we never got to see? Chris Paul and Kobe. The one we all wish we got to see.
Yeah, Chris Paul and Kobe was the one I wanted, man. I'll never forget the league for that one.
Banned. Derrick Rose in suits. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, now we'll have to revisit this topic though, man, because we could go a lot of ways with this. We could do NFL duos, QB receiver, wide receiver duos, cornerback tandems. This is a solid topic. We'll have to dive into another time, man.
The cornerback tandems. I think that one could be a good conversation.
That would be a real good conversation, especially in the lead up to the NFL, man.
But
So yeah,
summer. I know you said summer. I don't want end the segment too soon. I don't got too many summer plans. AAU's coming to an end. I do want to hit some amusement parks. I feel like I haven't hit any amusement parks lately. I want a funnel cake. I want to ride on a roller coaster. I know it's probably gonna give me a migraine or something, but I just want to do it to say I did it. And I want to win. I want to win a big ass like teddy bear or something. You know, fish, snake, whatever. Like one of the big ass prizes. I want to spend like $20, take a few shots. You know what I'm saying? And everybody be like, oh, you know, I want one of those. I've done it before, so I want to relive my childhood a little bit.
I feel like you got to win them jumps at the end, like right before you about to leave, because walking around with the big ass stuffed animal is definitely gonna be in the way.
Not the way.
Let me tell you, that's actually happened to me. I walk into King's Dominion on a coworker trip. I $5 to take the long 3-pointer. You know what I'm talking about? The one that's crazy far away. Cash it out. First shot, I get a fish probably 5 by maybe 4. Like it's huge. It's probably 3 feet across. It's huge. And I'm walking around with it. It's a 90-degree day. I say, you know what? I'm taking this back to the truck. So I had to walk out the park with it. Yeah. On the way back, that's the way to go if you're gonna do it.
Nah, definitely. Anybody else got any summer plans, man? You know what I seen the other day that I thought was like over and done with was the circus. I didn't know they still did circuses, man. I ain't been in the circus since I was a kid. I thought they like got rid of them because of all the animal abuse. But I mean, I guess there's still things you can do with the circus.
Fair. How about y'all State Fair? I know Jersey has a nice big State Fair over here.
Yeah, bro.
I've never been to a state fair. I'm honestly not a fan of it's like Kings Dominion and shit is cool, but what do they call it? Like the like carnivals and stuff. I've never trusted that stuff, man. I've met some carnies, and I don't want to ride an operation that these type of people are operating.
Hey, but the state fair is more than just rides. It's animals, it's food, it's other little games. Win a goldfish, throwing a ping pong ball into the little glass or whatever. Like, I like a good fair. I've always liked a good fair. But you're right. If the ride is the ride can only do one thing at a carnival. If it does more than one thing, I'm not like. If it spins, I get on. If it flips, I get on. If it spins and flips, no.
Hey, that's a good rule of thumb right there. That's a good rule of thumb.
But that's what I'm saying. That's my one thing for the summer. I gotta go to the State Fair.
And I do want to hit a beach too. I want to just do like a day trip, like drive to the beach, no hotel. Let's save some money. You know what I'm saying? Pack a lunch, hit the water, have some drinks, come back.
Y'all ever had pasta, like spaghettis at the beach and rice?
Who the fuck does that?
Spanish people do. Watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
Spaghetti and rice?
Spaghetti and rice.
Spaghetti and rice.
Nah, I usually bring like beer. I usually bring beer and like a sandwich, bro.
Nah, Spanish people don't do that.
You
At least the Spanish. Huh?
got 2 carbs in one dish.
How the hell you gonna eat spaghetti on the beach? That shit gonna be cold.
Yeah, I was spaghetti on the beach.
You bring a big old pot, and you bring like the portable heater thingy-majiggies. Cook it like that.
You're bringing a portable heater to the beach, bro?
And you got a fork?
Yeah.
Bro, you might as well just bring the whole crib, but you might as well just go home.
Yeah, but he just talked about not staying over the hotels, bro. I'm just telling you, this is what Spanish people do. This is our culture. This is what we do.
Spaghetti on the beach, like on the actual beach?
Bro, it's a thing. It's a Spanish thing, my man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you guys. It's like how people eat glizzies at the beach, or like some kind of beef. They want a beef in their mouth. Pause. We just bring some spaghettis.
Do you do the cerveza with the spaghetti?
Yes.
Okay. It's starting to make a little more sense.
It still don't.
It's like a car because you start drinking. Because I don't know about y'all. I know how to seek alcohol in any venue that I need to go to that I can save money in. Like I seek hard liquor at baseball games and football games. I have never been stopped.
Bro, we're not contesting you on the liquor, bro. Everybody drinks at the beach, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. And you need the heavy cars, bro, because you're sitting underneath the sun the whole time, bro.
bro. You bring like cold cuts, bro, or like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Ew. And
you know,
yeah, like
it's the
Coco's
beach.
don't go.
I think,
You get like a sub, bro. Like, what are you doing?
bro, I'm starting to understand the method to the madness a little bit. Spaghetti can take you so much further than
Yeah.
because, like,
Nah,
in the
I don't
hood,
like spaghetti. I don't like spaghetti when I'm drinking. It make it feel like too much shit going
it
on.
is heavy. It is heavy. But what I'm saying is, for the price, you can make a pot of spaghetti and feed 20 people if you need to. So I'm starting to understand it. The whole beach can eat if you really want
Think
it.
about it. Since y'all over here talking about advocating for glizzy, you cut up the glizzies a little bit and you throw it in the pasta. It's a big dish of a whole spaghetti with hot dogs
Yo,
in there.
I am
Boom,
not
bam,
eating glizzy pasta, my man.
Nah, I ain't
listen,
gonna hold you.
and then
I ain't
and then
gonna
you
hold
bring bread.
that's an ethnic thing because my homies growing up that was Haitian, they used to do that. They used to put
And then you bring
hot
some
dogs
bread,
in
some
spaghetti.
white loaf bread. Oh, wow! You feed everybody there. Like everybody getting a piece of that pot.
Bro,
And,
all
and
you
you're not
need,
spending crazy money. You're good. What are y'all
bro,
talking about?
all you need is some cold cuts, some cheese, and a loaf of bread, bro. That's like $10.
No,
So,
hell no, man. Your hands all wet and soggy. Now you touching your beach hands with soggy ass. What the fuck?
so
Like, yeah, you got sand in your shit. Fuck all that. You get yourself some nice spaghetti with some hot dogs, with some. You cook it all before then. You take it, then you warm it up when you get to the beach. What you talking
Some
about, man?
ghetto beach meals right here.
But
y'all,
hey, yo,
As-
listen, man. I am not born with no silver spoon, baby. We're gonna feed everybody.
I'm with you,
No,
G.
you're going with a silver fork because you don't got you had to bring you brought food that needs silverware and reheating. It's just
What
not
you talking about?
practical.
Y'all act like I never took me like plastic forks to the beach, some plates.
I mean, typically you try to pack as few things possible, but
You literally bag you like a sandwich and chips, bro.
that spaghetti is so cost effective, bro. So I get it.
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what y'all missing out on. I'm telling you, y'all try this shit one time for the one time. Y'all
I
gonna
just
thank
can't
me for life.
imagine like my feet in the sand and I'm eating spaghetti, bro. That sounds crazy to me.
And
Listen,
I'm hitting the boardwalk for some pizza before I eat some spaghetti, bro.
listen. Don't knock it until you try it and watch. And what I'm telling y'all, how y'all gonna feel mad full? Y'all not even gonna want none of that extra. Y'all paying like $10 for like some bullshit ass burger.
Yeah.
Or $15 for some bullshit. Y'all paying $5 a slice at the boardwalk. Fuck all that. A big ass pot of some rice. A big ass pot of some spaghetti with some hot dogs cut up little slices. Throw in that shit. You mix it. Boom. Feed, and you bring some bread. You feed everybody. And if a motherfucker want to feel bougie, you bring some what is that? Shredded mozzarella. Throw that shit in there. Eat. And if you're really poor, you get your yellow slices of yellow cheese. Smack somebody with it. Foul here. Throw it on top of that shit. You good. And you eat. Bon appetit, motherfucker.
Yeah, this is enough. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm trying
This is some
listen,
real ghetto
inflation
beach
is
meals.
kicking everybody ass. I don't want to hear nobody being bougie. Inflation is a motherfucker right now. I'm trying to save money. This is gas for the culture. I'm trying to help people.
Yeah,
What are y'all talking about?
All right.
I'm
All right. Well,
if you're gonna have sliced cheese, put it on a sandwich, please.
well, y'all have to tune in next week for some more Chef Boyardee's delicious ghetto beach meals.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, man, another G's corner. You heard?
Hey,
I'm good. I'm good on that corner.
Anybody else got anything for tonight?
Nah.
All right, man. Y'all know how we end every show, man. Let's end this one. Sports for the culture.